Hey guys, Decimate here with a video on Lydia. Fully maxed, we've got her geared up and ready to go. I typically try to focus more on rares, epics, uncommons, that kind of thing on this channel to help you get faction wars done as cheaply and easily as possible, but today we've got it done, and this is going to be a video on a legendary who is pretty fun. I don't think she's quite as broken as people were originally thinking she was going to be, but that said, she is still very good, and I did get her maxed out yesterday, played around with her a little bit in Arena, and took her through Ice Golem a time or two just to see what she would do there, and she is indeed very fun and very good, but maybe not quite as broken as we were thinking. So her passive does go on cooldown every time that she blocks a revive. It does not deny them permanently. So say for instance on the Ice Golem, the first time she blocks revive on the minions, this is going on a 7-turn cooldown, and that's when booked, 9 if unbooked. So that is pretty rough. Takes a while for that to come back around, even in the Relentless gear that I've got her in. Probably her best dungeon, but her main spot to shine is definitely going to be the Arena and possibly Clan Boss. I haven't run her there yet, but that'll be something to look at as well. But yeah, let's take a look at what I've got on her here real quick, and then we'll go play around with her a little bit in the arena as well. So for her build, I'm not super happy about this. It is decent. I need a little bit more resist on her, I believe, especially for like plat level gameplay. Her accuracy is also a little bit low for super high end arena. But I found that my build kind of ended up middle of the road on a lot of things and not really super specialized in anything, which typically isn't the best plan, but it does work pretty well for right now. If I do try to take her into plat, down a plat stall defense team especially, I think I might have to play with this a little bit more. But this is the first stab at it, and this is what we got. So we've got crit gloves. Probably should switch these out for some more tankiness, to be honest. She doesn't hit super hard, but she does do some damage. And as we'll see in some of the videos, if she gets going against a Torment or something like that, she can actually start just throwing out hits all over the place. So having the crit high is not a bad thing, but you're not going to be nuking with her, that's for sure. So crit rate gloves, I've got her in a resistance chest with some good crit rate, crit damage, attack. Again, this probably would be better if it was defense-based stats instead of these offensive ones, but I don't have another resistance chest in Relentless gear, so that's what we got. We got a pair of resistance boots here that are pretty crappy. Again, my only resistance boots that were anywhere close to decent, so that's what we went with. And then completing that with a resistance helmet, some pretty good speed rolls on it there, a little bit of HP and more resistance on that. And then we've got speed, HP, accuracy, crit rate there. And more speed, a little more resistance, and some flat HP on that. So that is what we got. We got a little bit of attack in this defensive base ring, which is a weird piece, but it works. And then we've got a really nice amulet here with crit damage and double rolls accuracy as well. And then the banner is absolute garbage, but it does have 2 speed rolls and then 3 flat stats. So that is unfortunate, but that is my fastest accuracy banner in 6 stars. So that's what we went with. Hopefully I can actually switch this out sometime soon. Possibly even put a resistance banner on her, and then maybe some of the new perception gear to make up for the accuracy loss in place of this resistance. Something like that might actually end up being better. So definitely going to look at her gear a little bit more pretty soon. But yeah, we do have her maxed out. She's got all of her books. Been saving up books forever to get this done. And she is a blast. Alright, let's quickly go over her skills. Let's start with the aura. It is a ally resist in all arena battles by 100, which is a ton. I think this is the biggest one in the game, and that is going to help a lot for high-end plat, even high gold 4 arena battles. On defense especially, that is going to be really big. I don't have a great high resist team, and that is going to be a big help for me for sure. Her passive is probably what defines her as a champion. This is totally unique in the game, and she denies enemy revive attempts, and this works even if she's dead, which is insanity. If this champion is alive when enemy revive is denied, revives all allies with 50% HP and turn meter. grants an extra turn instead if there are no dead allies. And this second part of this here actually happens quite a bit in the arena from what I've seen so far, and can really get her kind of steamrolling, especially in that Relentless set, kind of like a Rhodos. She doesn't hit as hard as a Rhodos, but it's still really cool when that extra turn does kick in. And then if she is dead and an enemy revive is denied, revives this champion with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Again, crazy. She comes right back and starts laying out those fears for you again, and the rest of the debuffs and everything else. But really cool. Her A3 is actually pretty good. It's better than I first thought it was going to be. It hits decently hard. It does put out this poison sensitivity debuff, which is not that big a deal. But the bigger deal is going to be the block buffs and block cooldown skills for 2 turns. And that is bookable up to 100%, and it comes down to a 3-turn cooldown. So really nice to have the block buffs and block cooldown skills out there. Great to throw that on like an Arbiter or somebody, their other speed leads or whoever they got that you really don't want doing their big abilities. This is huge. Then her A2 is going to be an AoE. Again, hits okay, but nothing too crazy, especially in the non-heavy damage gear that I've got her in. But it does have a 100% chance when booked of putting out the 60% decreased defense and 25% weaken for 2 turns, which makes the rest of your team hit way harder, obviously. And then on top of that, it's also got the 25% strengthen, best defensive buff in the game, and 30% increased speed. Again, amazing. This ability is like 3 champions doing 2 of their abilities all at the same time. It's absolutely nuts. Great ability, and probably her best utility ability in the arena and for clan boss, I would say. Next, the A1 is going to put out fears at 100% chance. We weren't sure if that was going to go all the way up to 100 with books, but it does. And she puts out a lot of these, especially when she's getting extra turns from the Relentless, from her passive, etc. And then the passive effect on this ability is actually that she will throw out that A1 against anyone who places a free stun fear or true fear on your allies. And then if that enemy places more than one, she's going to attack more of their allies as well. So really nuts here, especially against Torments. She just rips Torment teams apart with this ability. It's really fun to see. And I personally hate Torment, so I love this ability. So let's look at how I've mastered her real quick. I didn't go down the offense tree. I'm not trying to get a ton of damage out of her. I came down to the resistance mastery here, plus 50 resistance. That's her T6. And then I'm kind of just trying to gain some extra tankiness here. She's going to heal when the enemy's healed, keep her alive. She's going to drop off a debuff if she loses a bunch of health. And then she's placing tons of fears out there, so this gives her a pretty good chance of putting leeches out for you as well. And then I did want to grab this retribution for the counterattack. If she does lose a big chunk of health, she's going to go back and fear whoever did that to her immediately. And then we kind of grab the accuracy over here, went into Evil Eye for the turn meter reduction, Master Hexer to extend her debuffs, Lasting Gifts to extend her buffs. So that's going to be the strengthen and increase speed for your team. So that's how I went. I think there are probably a ton of different ways you could take her. You could definitely go a little bit heavier in the defense tree and maybe drop some of this. Probably don't need the Lasting Gifts so much for arena. It's usually over pretty quickly, but I don't know. This is what I chose to do for now. Maybe you could come in the offense tree and build her as more of a nuker. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of messing around with Masteries and different builds on her in the next couple of days. So that is how we've got her built. Let's take a look at some gameplay. Alright, here we're in the arena. We got Mom's Beef Stew here with a triple revive team and a Madame Ceres. This looks like the perfect chance to test her out. This is going to be my normal blender team here. We'll take that out. And we're going to throw her in. Lydia? Who else do we want to bring in here? Looks like they've got pretty high resist, so I don't know if her debuffs are going to land necessarily. We could try a double boost with Lysandra and Foley. It's a little cheaty using Foley and Lydia together because we might not get to see a lot of her passive popping off there, but we'll try that out. This is a ton of revives and really annoying champions here, so let's try this. Foley is my main nuker. When I do go into a setup like this, I would usually have Madam in this slot here, and she's got a lot more accuracy than Lydia, so she's probably better suited for this fight. However, Lydia is going to keep them dead if Foley doesn't kill them in his first A3 here. You go in, yeah, lots of resist across the board there. That's kind of what I was expecting. Let's see if we can at least take out Arbiter. Okay, we got Arbiter and Madam. And I don't think that these are gonna, yeah, resist it across the board. So this is where a Madam would be a lot better for us. Here we go. We blocked it, and now we are going to just A2, A3, that Duchess there, which was completely blocked from her block debuffs. Alright, we killed her. See if we can whittle down this Sifi real quick. Denied. Still getting block debuffs. That is unfortunate. Almost. One more. And that'll do it. So that would have been a really annoying team without either Lydia or Foley on there for sure. But as we can see, they didn't end up doing a lot of damage to us. And pretty good team for a stall team. Lydia and Foley took care of it. Let's see if we can find another revive team. So this has got double revives. And Maxxxed, who is a total pain. Let's try this one out. Alright, so speed up. Speed up. Lydia comes in for the debuffs. Speed up again, and then let's try to kill. Just try to take out Arbiter. Okay, we took them all out. So that worked. Foley actually is doing a lot more damage than he usually does because of that weaken out as well from her as compared to a Madam. So that is one trade-off. I would not have expected to kill them all if that was just Madam in there. Any other big revive teams? Doesn't look like it. I don't have any teams worth fighting. Alright, we got a Sifi here. Double revive here. Ooh, this looks obnoxious. Let's try this one. That looks like a pretty decent team. Give this a shot. I haven't seen any Torments yet. I want to fight some Torments. They are the worst. Alright, so we got the debuffs, and then she got her extra turn. So I think what we want to do is try to get that onto Sifi. And then we will double nuke Rotos so he stays dead and doesn't come back at us. And there we go. So that was not too bad. Really need to take Foley out of here. Let's try. Let's see. What else has got those revives? Let's try this one. Let's get Foley out of there. He's not letting her shine. Take Foley out and just bring in more control, maybe. Go Angar. Let's try that. I don't have Angar built in super arena focused gear, so he's not gonna have a ton of accuracy. He's got decent damage, but he's not really built for super high damage. Is he gonna go? Yes, he will. Okay, we did land a bunch of provokes there. That's cool. We can get rid of Skull Crown's unkillable here. Did. And that's that. 16k, not a bad hit there from Lydia at the end. Throw it on auto. All right, I just threw some kind of random people in here. Let's leave Apothecary in there because he is the man. And we're gonna lead with Blind Seer. We got a Kreela. Her defense might be a little low for this. We'll see. And then we've got Lydia and Rotos, who is still the king of Ice Golem, in my opinion. He might have been nerfed, but he's still great here. Let's give this a shot and see if we can stay alive. Wouldn't be bad to have a little bit more healing in here, but we do have some revives. Let's give it a shot. Hopefully I'd run Seer here for these waves. Hopefully Rotos can still clear them out quickly enough. "20 seconds for the first one. It's not horrible. Like we got a Fear out there. Lydia on Draco. There's our decreased defense and weaken. Hopefully we can get rid of these guys before they go. Yep, he's gonna get it off. Alright. Brutus is in lifesteal now. I actually stole all his gear for Venus. He's in not the greatest gear at the moment, unfortunately. It'll still work. In lifesteal, Rotos can solo this entire thing by himself. It's like he's going extremely slow. Alright, so he did get a block revive on one of them at least. Alright, next time the boss goes, we'll get to see her deny it. Here it comes. Denied. Extra turn. Blind Seer keeping the turn meter down a little bit for us. Alright, so the minion's dead again. Did not get a block revive from Rotos, so it's going to come back. You can see that her skill there is still on cooldown now. And will be for another couple turns. And okay, that was weird. She's hitting for about 20k on her A1. That's not horrible. There was the block revive, so she got the extra turn. And so 2 minutes 45, not crazy good, not awful. Ice Golem's hard to get that time down on. But that is an example of her in a pretty stacked team working on the Ice Golem there. Of course, if you've already got her, you're going to have a stacked team regardless, so don't feel too bad about leaving these legendaries in for this video. So guys, that wraps it up for the Lydia video. If you want to see some more arena action or maybe some other dungeons, just keep watching this space. I'll probably throw out some more videos as I tweak her gear and everything. Again, this channel is mostly focused on faction wars and getting that done with non-Legos when possible, and even uncommons, rares, that kind of thing. So check out my other videos if you want to get your hands on a Lydia as well. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one.